Well, now's a good time to do that, Dad.
You think?
All right, folks. My dad's turning his phone off Wi-Fi. So live!
No, that wasn't it.
Live! Do I sound like my father?
Live from windy Las Vegas, Nevada.
Oh, we might need to work on that a little bit. Welcome, Tuesday night. We didn't put emergency in the title of this one. I don't think we did, but we're mentioning the
Which
chip
is probably
shortage.
why nobody's here.
No. Say okay. So another Your Auto Advocate live stream. We got folks from Abilene, Texas, the East
You're kidding.
Coast.
Have you ever been to Abilene?
I don't think I've ever been to Abilene. No, have you? You're saying it like you've been a local or something like that.
I might have. No.
So here's what we're gonna do.
Midland. I've been to Midland.
Midland.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
San Angelo.
You said Abilene.
Yeah, I know. I haven't been there.
So
I've
here's
been to Texas.
Susan in Seattle. I was just there this past weekend, Susan.
Were you? What'd you think of Seattle?
Larry R says sound. Can you not hear us? I see. Reverb? Why would there be reverb?
Bend, Oregon. Somewhere you almost went.
Reverb. Is anyone else getting reverb? Now I'm confused. Is there reverb on this screen? I know it went black. Oh, I see it. Loud and clear? All right, I think people are good. I think, Larry, you're pulling my leg, Larry.
Yeah.
Really appreciate that. So here's what we're going to do. Let's start the night, Dad, with the... do you want to do Black Book data, or do you want to do the GM chip shortage production cuts? Why don't we start with the GM stuff, because that feeds into the Black Book data?
And the rubber shortage.
Or do you want to touch on... I know you got a phone call from Chip. Do you want to mention what Chip said?
Chip has to buy used cars for retail, and it's really starting to piss him off.
So he was telling you. So if you're new to the channel, Chip works in the Mid-Atlantic, and he's a wholesale buyer for a retail group.
Yes,
and
been in the wholesale side of the automotive business for going on 35 years now.
Yes. And so he called you the other day, and what was the latest status update? They were paying over 100% of the...
They're paying 100 to 102% of MMR for cars with damage.
So what is MMR?
Manheim Market Report,
which is similar to like Black Book values, but
it is a compilation of what's going on at the Manheim auctions, so that you can get a sense of what every car is worth. And the thought of having to pay over Manheim Market Report for damaged cars is disconcerting for them, and they're not sure how they're not going to run out of cars, because they're finding it extremely difficult to buy new ones, to buy more.
I think I just fixed whatever sound issues some people were experiencing.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe I did say something, Pops.
What would you like me to say?
There we go.
There you go.
Now I think I got rid of it.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah, wait, I don't know. Roxy D just hit the nail on the head. Smash that damn like button, ladies and gentlemen, because my understanding is I don't know anything about math, and I know I didn't do well when my math teacher taught us about, what is it, algorithms?
Algorithms, yeah.
Yeah, but I know from what I've heard that, YouTube, this fine platform that we use, everything is based on, likes, and that triggers their algorithm. So smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen.
Ritzy says Chip's affecting us at my Honda dealership too. So yeah, it's everywhere.
Yes.
So let's hit on it, because back here at Automotive News,
yes,
GM to restart Spring Hill production next week, cancels Chevy Blazer downtime. That's good news. However, where was it here? The latest numbers affected by people are telling you got to wear sunscreen, Dad.
Why?
Because they can see the color you're getting. You gotta wear sunscreen.
I don't need to wear sunscreen.
Do not say that. You need to wear sunscreen.
I do not need to wear sunscreen. I need to work on my color.
GM.
I've been pasty white for almost 70 years now.
GM.
I'd like a little color.
Last week, GM accounted for 73,500 of the unproduced vehicles that were expected to have been produced. So last week, Auto
Yes.
Forecast Solution tracks this week over week. 113,000 vehicles were taking out of production schedules. GM accounted for 73,500 of them.
Yes.
That's not good.
It's not good if you're a GM dealer.
Or if you're trying to buy a GM,
product, yeah.
So what wasn't produced? 14,000 Chevrolet Express and GMC Savannah full-size vans were impacted. This is interesting because then you look at the Black Book data.
Yeah.
And let's look at, scroll down here.
Minivans?
They full-size vans.
Oh, full-size vans.
They were full-size, correct? Full-size vans were
Yeah,
impacted.
yeah.
All right, so week over week, there's actually a small increase.
Yeah, it
in
only
terms
went
of
up
full-size
0.6 of a point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Used vans only appreciated week over week. That
Yeah.
is how crazy the times are. We also had 16,200 Chevy Colorados and GMC Canyon midsize pickup trucks that were not produced, pulled out of production.
That allegedly were going to have been produced.
10,600 Equinox crossovers.
Oh my God, I hate when that happens.
9,400 Malibu sedans.
Well, you would just think that they wouldn't need 9,400 Malibu sedans for the year, but what the hell do I know?
And 7,500 GMC Acadia and Cadillac XT5 and XT6 crossovers were also pulled out of production.
Yes.
Ford. 18,000 F-Series Super Duty pickups were not produced.
Oh my God.
Those are super profitable.
Yeah.
We have the
They're right
Ford-
up there with their SUVs. Yeah.
We have back on the Your Auto Advocate website. If you go to guides,
Yeah.
and then you search over here. Whoops.
What am I searching for?
Ford.
Fords. Yeah.
We literally have
Yeah.
the spread
Yeah.
from invoice to MSRP. Let's do like
Of most Ford pickup trucks.
yeah. I mean, like they're not insignificant. Let's see here. That's an expensive pickup truck with $5,000 margin built in. Plus,
Yeah.
there's holdback, which you can't see on the screen, but maybe I can fit it in there. Holdback 1611, right? So
yeah.
like the fact that 18,000 of them were pulled out of production just speaks volumes
Yeah.
to what's going on in the industry right now.
Yes, it does.
And then Subaru
yeah.
lost 16,000 units of their Outback.
Yes.
And
that's due all due to the chip shortage,
Yes.
the microchip shortage, and we had some good news in microchip shortage land, quasi good.
we'll
news.
see if it's good news.
It could be good news.
The CEO of Intel, is that what you're alluding to?
Yes.
Came
Yeah.
out. And I think my hunch is it's more of a press move. Like goodwill, PR, like here, build microchips in the United States. Don't be as reliant.
Yeah.
But the CEO of
they
Intel,
said that they could build them here in the States, in Arizona, in Israel,
that's
wherever
Israel,
their
one of the
plants.
states.
One of their plants is in Israel.
Oh yeah, no. But I thought like one of the.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Oh, you were saying in the states, Arizona, comma.
Yeah, I forgot the comma.
You forgot the comma.
Yeah. But hey, you never know. Maybe Israel will become the 51st state.
Let's not go down that path, but potentially. Anyway, we're up to now 2.55 million vehicles that are expected to be pulled out of production this year.
And my suspicion is strictly a suspicion based on the numbers we've seen, how they've grown exponentially from this when this first started.
Our first stream on this would have been like,
2 months ago.
500,000 vehicles are expected to be pulled out.
So
of
my
production.
guess is it's going to be many more than 2.55 million.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So then what impact does that entail back on the used car side? So each week, if you're not familiar, we look at the Black Book data. Black Book, Dad, can you explain what Black Book is, who Black Book is?
It's a book, and it's got a black cover on the outside. And they compile information in regards to used cars and to their value, both wholesale and retail.
So Black Book is one of the many book values that dealers use.
Yeah,
and that
one of the leading sources, yes.
Consumers actually, our members now have access to back in Your Auto Advocate. Really? I don't think I actually showed you, Pops. The team released this today. I'll show you really quickly.
The team released this today.
It's kind of cool. You can actually now you can write notes on your vehicles right here.
Yeah,
so you can keep
I like
track.
that.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
So let's do something. Yeah, like a 2024. Well, that one might be new because it's been on the lot through the 90s. Let's do this.
Just pick one.
Don't put too much pressure on me. 10,000 miles on a Genesis G90.
Last time I heard you liked pressure on you.
And it's in Washington State. So I'm going to show you here. Let's give value my trade. It's got let's say 11,000 miles. So this is like we integrated with Black Book so that we could pull in their data. Let's
Yes.
generate the valuation report. There you go. So you can actually get. Did you see what happened? We actually now this is dynamic, so it shows you.
What
the
does that
ranges.
mean? It's dynamic.
Do you see? It shows you the ranges.
Well, didn't it show the ranges before?
But did you see it slide?
See what slide?
Yeah.
Apparently, I didn't see it slide.
It slid.
I missed the slide, ladies and gentlemen.
But you're right there. You didn't see
That's
it
how I
slide?
feel about baseball. Usually, I miss everything in baseball.
Anyway, we work
Yeah.
with Black Book. They provide valuations, and every
Yes.
week they provide a market update.
Yes.
So last week was an all-time record high.
Yes.
This week would have been an all-time record high if COVID had. I mean, it's still truly remarkable what's
Yes.
going on.
It went up another. The market went up another 1.59% week over week. And every week you hear me say, "Well, that's not sustainable," and even I was talking to another friend of mine today who's a used car guru manager, and he said, "Yeah, if you want to have cars to sell on your retail lot, you have to pay retail for them at the auctions in order to get them." And he says, at a certain point, somebody's just going to be left holding the bag, and he's hoping he's not the one.
I bet you it's Carvana, but you didn't hear that here.
Well,
maybe
because nobody's stocking up on used cars quite like Carvana
yeah.
is. They are cornering the market on used cars, ladies and gentlemen.
if you work at a dealership like Skyler, for example, if you could share in the chat your experience, either both on supply of new vehicles and also what's happening in terms of trade-in valuations at your dealership, I think it'd be awesome perspective to share with everyone that's on the stream. But yes, we saw 1.59%, 1.78% for the car segment, 1.48% for the truck and SUV segment. And then the actual breakdown. Compact cars, again, up 2.5%.
That's
That's not how it's supposed to work.
Well, apparently it is. That's how it's supposed to work
Not how it's supposed to
in
work.
2021.
And then amongst SUVs, it was amongst the compact crossovers that we saw the biggest increases as well.
Yeah,
Truly remarkable.
Who would have ever thought that their Buick Encore was skyrocketing in value?
Yeah, and what's very interesting in one of the consult calls I had today, the Black Book data does 0 to 2-year-old values as well, so newer used cars. They're actually not up as much,
But they're up.
but not as much as the overall market.
Yes.
And so one of the gentlemen I was chatting with earlier today, he had signed up for the $49.95 that includes the consult call back at yourautoadvocate.com. He said to me, he's like, Zach, you and your dad do an awesome job, but you need more content on older model cars, older model year cars. I was like how old? He's looking at a 2009. No, but it's super interesting.
Yeah.
And I'm looking to you, Mike Dean. He said that he went to his credit union to get a loan,
and
they wouldn't approve it.
Yeah, of course.
Because they wanted $17,000 on this 2009 Jeep, something absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, because it was out of the loan to value ratios. Plus, most lending institutions, and Mike can speak to this. Most lending institutions don't want to lend you money on a vehicle that has more than 100,000 miles on it.
Wasn't there? You had mentioned to me there's some data from Automotive News that talks about the average down payment.
It's gone up by about $1,000. That's the only way that they can. What it takes is more cash down to fit the loan amounts into the loan to value ratios that are set up by the banks.
Yep.
And and the other thing that they found at the auctions is that dealers are paying more than ever before for high mileage cars.
And that's what this YA member who was on the consult with me is
It's crazy. I don't know how they're going to get rid of them. Buy here, pay here is about the only place you can get rid. And if the prices are that high.
The other consult I had this morning, this gentleman wants to buy a Jeep Gladiator.
God bless him.
And he's worked out a pretty good deal, all things considered.
Yeah.
He listed his 2014 GMC Sierra with 150,000 miles on it on Facebook Marketplace, and it sold for more than the listed price in 2 days. And now he feels the sense of urgency to go buy his Gladiator because he didn't expect to sell it that quickly. Isn't that insane?
Everything's selling quickly, whether it's cars or real estate.
Real estate's also
And the real contributing factor to that, for the most part, is that money is so cheap to borrow. mortgage rates under 2.5% for 30 years. Well, suddenly, when your budget was no more than a $500,000 house, now suddenly with interest rates that low, that $750,000 house, which is now what that $500,000 house is now selling for, becomes, I can afford it.
We've got from Skylar here in the chat. My store before COVID was used to having 250 to 300 new cars.
Yeah.
We have about 60 on the lot and another 50 somewhere in allocation.
Yeah, and allocation is in a town that's nowhere to be found on a GPS system.
Yeah, and also I'm sure, so you've talked about this in the past, like the relationship you have with your factory rep.
Yes.
They're probably just telling you, we think you'll get them in 4 weeks. We think. No one has clarity.
Well, my guess is that they normally had 250 to 300 cars on the ground, that their allocations were normally a lot larger than 50 cars.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah,
Well,
I'm reading Skyler's comment here.
Okay.
His other comment.
You want to read it to me?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
No,
cool.
I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Let's see. From Mike here. NADA Clean Retail has been giving me indigestion lately. Scary to approve loans knowing where prices are.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. And either credit unions and dealers have to adjust, or the buying public has to come up with more cash down to make it more palatable to the lending institutions.
So with all this being said, part
Yes.
of what we need to do here with Your Auto Advocate, the community that we're building, the
Yes.
tools that we provide, is
Yes.
even though there's a scarcity of supply,
I've heard that, yeah.
there's a dearth of supply.
Dearth. Big dearth.
There's still an
The
absolutely...
biggest dearth, almost the biggest dearth ever.
It's starting to seem that way.
Yeah, well, the last time there was probably this kind of dearth of supply, literally, was probably right after the end of World War II.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
being educated, going through the process,
Yeah.
and still getting a fair deal, fair being defined differently today than it was
A month ago, or 2 months ago, or 2
2
years
years
ago.
ago.
Yeah.
We're here to help you with that. So if you're working on a car deal, if you're thinking about buying a car, if you want a valuation on your trade-in,
Yes.
post stuff in the chat, and we'll also open up the phone lines here in a moment as well.
Not the phone lines.
I don't know. Maybe people want to call in. You never know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we're here to help. We're here to walk through some different car deals. And
Yes.
assist as much as we can.
Yes. Yes.
So let me actually.
Did we want to touch on the newest, latest dilemma for the automobile industry?
What is that?
The rubber shortage.
Oh, yes.
Who knew?
Your father used to be in the rubber business.
Well, yes. In a previous life, I used to fill prophylactic machines in men's rooms across Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland. But I don't think that's the rubber scarcity that we're talking about.
yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't you touch on this?
Yeah, well, apparently, there's issues in shipping natural rubber. And
Wasn't there this boat stuck in this channel?
I've heard something about
Evergreen,
ever stopping everything. Yes.
Ever given.
Yeah, and so there's a dilemma in getting natural rubber shipped. And here's the worst part.
Huh.
You could plant new rubber trees, okay, but it takes 7 years before you can extract from those trees what you need in order to make the natural rubber. So that would indicate that this is not a problem that's going away soon. Manufacturers are starting to figure out, since they like to do just-in-time manufacturing, if they can't do the just-in-time manufacturing, they're actually going to have to stock some of this stuff, and hopefully they can buy it when it's cheaper than what it's about to go up to.
Trey T says, and then I want to hit on this.
Yes.
Thank you for the donation, Trey.
Thank you, Trey.
I negotiated a deal on a
Yeah.
2021 Toyota 4Runner TRD off-road premium, 3% under MSRP out the door with a few accessories valued at less than $500. Thoughts? No offense taken. That sounds really good.
Don't take any offense. It sounds like in today's world, if you're out the door at 3% under MSRP, you're doing well. You really are.
Yeah, you can afford to
'cause
give us that $5 donation.
Yeah,
That's
because
awesome.
that means you bought the car well below MSRP, and a lot of dealers are just not doing anything off of MSRP.
Yeah, especially on a TRD.
Yeah, and old habits are hard to break for car people, and car people are used to like having to make deals and discount cars in order to make deals. And even when you're running out of cars, it's hard to stop yourself from doing it. So that occasionally you can go out there and you can still find a deal or two. But at a certain point, somebody's going to wake up and go, "Ooh, that was not a good idea on our part to sell it that cheap because we can't replace it."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, our strategies are always, we talk about them, and, like, obviously what we're trying to build back here in the app is to, like, facilitate them. Like, getting multiple dealers. So, like, if you're working, do I have a new car in here? Yeah, like this Ford Mustang GT.
Yeah.
Like, are there any? Yeah, there's 73 in the Washington area. So great, use the email templates.
And when you
request
think about
the OTD
that,
quotes.
73 in the Washington area is really not a lot.
No, but that's what I'm saying. It's
Yeah.
like you can still go through the process, right? So like, all right, now I'm going to run the report for this one at Frederick Ford, and then I'm going to use the same email template. I'll copy the dealer info. I'll copy, right? Like you can still do it. But getting to 3% might be the best you're able to do. Whereas in the past, it might have been 10%.
Yeah, but 3% below MSRP out the doors is pretty darn good.
Pops, Arturo Lagos says,
Yes.
"Hi, Ray and Zach. Like button has been smashed."
Oh, I hope you can get that fixed so you'll be able to smash it again for the next one.
Alan Ritter says, "Smashing the like button."
God bless you both.
Mark D says, "Hitting that."
Thumbs up or like button, folks. Let's jump on this.
Yes, no, not a bad thing. Okay,
Yeah,
let me copy the call-in number. Give me one.
We have a
second.
call in there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
we
the
do.
number that comes to my cell phone.
Okay, yeah. So I'm guessing that means we're going to be opening up the phone lines shortly.
So we can open up the phone lines. I'll keep it posted on my end. I'll get the headphones handy. I'll let you know when one comes in. But yes, I think ideally, whoops, session expired. I have to sign in.
Oh, wow.
Give me a second, gang. I need to sign into my Grasshopper. What the hell's my Grasshopper?
I don't know. Grasshopper.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, banter,
Yeah,
please.
Yeah, so we can phone in or phone off, wax on, wax off.
Is that what you're going to banter with?
I think so. Yeah, yeah. That, and I wanted to mention that an old college across the hall roommate of yours just signed with the Arizona Cardinals. One James Conner.
You immediately turned to sports. I love it.
Well, what do I know? I know two things in my life:
What are the
cars
two
and
things?
sports.
This
That's
is
it.
true.
So, isn't it wonderful that an old acquaintance of yours, because I know you haven't kept in touch with.
No, but I did.
James.
I did go to a party with him once. He was very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, he seemed
Yeah,
like very genuine.
I mean, and for him, it's really a big deal because he's born and raised in Erie.
All right.
Let me
Phone
finish.
lines are open.
Went to school at Pitt, played 4 years at Pitt, and then got drafted by the Steelers. So played 4 more years at the same stadium in Pittsburgh. And now
Someone
he's-
call.
Yeah, save him. And now he's coming all the way to Phoenix. Do you think he's going to notice any type of climate change, climate
my.
differences?
Phone lines are now open. We've got a call coming in. That was loud.
From Algonquin, Illinois, ladies and gentlemen.
You're on with your auto advocate. What's your name? Where are you from? What can we do to help?
Hi, it's Leanne, long-time listener, second-time caller.
Leanne, welcome back.
Hi, Zach, and hi, Ray. I want to tell you about a resource that I found for used cars.
Nice. Let's
Okay.
hear it.
I have got a dear friend that does estate sales. And if you can look around the Sun City communities, take a look for estate sales. Out of the 10 estate sales that she just did, 7 of them had late model vehicles.
Wow, yeah.
And I got one of my neighbor boys a really, really nice Lexus RX 350, and this thing was only $6,000.
Oh my goodness. So
It had
so
112,000 miles on it.
Leanne, are you saying we need to check the obituaries on a daily basis?
Goodness.
No. Estate sales. I'm not quite that ghoulish, but no, it's just he's such a cheeky monkey. If you take a look at estate sales, especially around the Sun City and retirement communities,
Sure.
Sometimes they'll actually show the picture of the vehicle so you can get an idea of what it looks like before you get there. The other thing that we found were in the college towns, that if you check the Facebook marketplaces there, some of these kids are bailing, they're going back home, and if you look for those cars at the semester breaks, sometimes they're dumping the vehicles, they've got to go back home, they don't want to make the long trip with this older car, and you might have a resource there.
Yeah, no sense in taking the car with you when you're going to live back in your parents' basement.
Right,
Yes.
right. So, like I say, this Lexus was it had some higher miles on it, but it had been maintained. They had all the records on it.
Wow.
It was in beautiful shape. Not a spot of rust anywhere, not a scratch on it. They hadn't smoked in it, and it's nicer than the car his mom's driving.
No,
Well,
but that's
that is great information.
great advice. Honestly, there's probably like people like Chip who are starting to think like, where do I need to go to find cars?
I'm going to tell them.
Well, don't no. It's for our members. If Chip's got to be on the stream to hear this type of insight, this is awesome. It's like being kind of.
I just wanted to return the favor. You guys have helped me so much, and my other neighbor kid that we did the Bluetooth sleuthing deal with. He got his car. He picked it up. It's wonderful. He's thrilled, and I just thought, if this helps somebody, it takes a little bit of work, and it takes just a few minutes. Take a look through the online, put up estate sales, and search that way. And that way you're avoiding some of the scams on Craigslist and these other places.
What a great idea. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah, that's awesome, Leanne. Thank you for that.
Stay well. And you guys stay as awesome as you are. You're just terrific and so much fun to watch.
Aw.
We're trying. Thank you.
Much love. Bye-bye.
See you, Leanne.
Good night,
Bye-bye.
Leanne.
That's a fun way to start the night.
Yes, it is.
So while we're waiting for the next phone
But yes,
call,
so look up estate sales and
Yeah.
obituaries. You find they're there. I mean, the only reason I bring up the obituaries is
Yeah.
because your future brother-in-law,
yeah,
his father's an accountant, and he's helped people, the estates of people that have passed away, and they have to get values for their trade-ins,
Yeah.
so for estate purposes, and then oftentimes they get sold cheap.
yeah.
So
No, seriously, for sourcing used vehicles,
yes,
those are awesome.
yeah,
Awesome
and I won't
suggestions.
tell Chip that
Yeah, no, he's got to be on the
because
screen.
knowing Chip, he'd go out and he'd start poisoning people.
No. All right, so we've got a question that came in through the chat, so let's answer it while we're waiting on a call.
Okay.
Ashraf Nagy says, the dealership wants to buy back / trade in my 2016 Dodge Journey RT with 55,000 miles. I owe $20,000. What do I do? What can I expect? And what should I look for? Larry got back to him and said, check phone call.
We're not going anywhere, Ashraf. We'll get back to that in a moment.
You're on with your auto advocate. What's your name? Where are you from? What can we do to help?
Hey, buddies. This is George speaking from Ohio. How you guys doing?
Oh my, there's either a lot of background noise or you're coming through way too faint. Can you maybe try one more time?
Yeah, my name is George. Speaking from Ohio.
Yes, George. How can we help you?
Oh, this is gonna be rough, George. I don't know if you can, if there's a different speaker that you can use. Is there?
Yeah, I'm actually in the gym. That's why you guys are back some music right now.
What do you say?
Well, George, maybe we appreciate you calling. Can you call us in after you finish your workout?
Yeah, that would be good.
Okay, sure.
Okay,
Thanks.
cool.
Okay, sure.
Yeah,
I can.
yeah. Thank you, George.
That's fun.
Yeah.
I'm at the gym right now.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
good.
at the gym.
Thank you. We want to
Yeah.
help. I
Yeah,
appreciate it.
Yeah, do another set.
So back to Ashraf. Larry said check Carvana or Vroom or Black Book on YAA.
Yeah.
Do you have any other suggestions?
I don't. I can't imagine it's going to be worth the 20,000 that he owes. But then again, I have no idea today.
Ashraf, put your VIN and what state you're in the chat. We can run it through Black Book for you. We'd be happy to to run a valuation. George K wants to make it crystal clear that was not him. That was not the George.
Okay, it was a different George.
There we go. You're on with your auto advocate. What's your name? Where are you from? What can we do to help?
Hi, my name is Mauro Miranda. I'm from Washington State.
Awesome.
My wife and I have been looking at getting a new vehicle for the family. We just had our first baby.
Congratulations!
That gets the Ray Shefska
stamp of approval, and we won't even bring up these shortages from earlier that could have prevented that.
So we've actually been doing a lot of research. Typically, I spend anywhere between 6 to 8 months researching a car before buying it, and we've been contemplating the idea of upgrading the car that we have to a larger family vehicle.
Sure.
But we've been watching the stuff that you guys have been posting. We've kind of come to the conclusion it's not a good time to buy new or used. But what kind of advice would you give in trying to get something in this current market the way things are?
My suggestion, I think, if you're looking at either late model used or new, to go with the new, because there are still incentives from the manufacturers to help move some of the remaining inventory that's out there. So that there are some deals that can be had on maybe some leftover new cars, things of that nature. But right now, when it comes to used cars, if the dealers are paying retail on a wholesale level to buy those cars, well, then you as a customer are going to be expected to pay well beyond retail. So
Right.
Those cars, pre-owned cars at this point, I would pretty much stay away from. You're just absolutely guaranteed to pay too much for them. And I would look at some leftovers, new cars, and cars that the manufacturers are still running incentives on.
Right, and that's sort of been our question too with this, because we are sort of looking to get rid of her vehicle that she has, which is a used Q50 that we've had for about 3.5 years or so, and we want to sort of sell it maybe in the private market versus trading the vehicle in, because we know we'll get more for our money in that sense versus taking it directly to the dealership.
Exactly.
But you could go ahead. Sorry.
And I was going to say, you might even want to run it on Carvana, see what they might offer. They have literally, in so many cases, been hundreds to thousands above their competitors as far as what they are willing to pay to have used car inventory. So you might find Carvana to be a better opportunity for you because it's less time consuming and you don't have to deal with the people coming to your house.
And also I'll mention, I'm pulling up on the screen, back at the Your Auto Advocate website, we have the trade-in tactics for success, where one of the key points that you wrote about, Dad, was the sales tax benefit.
Yes.
Now, what's really interesting is that there are a few states where you don't get that benefit: California, Washington, D.C., Hawaii, Kentucky, Michigan, Montana, Oregon, and Virginia. Now, what's interesting about this situation is Washington State, if I'm not mistaken, there isn't sales tax on the purchase, state sales tax on the purchase of a vehicle. There is, if you're like in Seattle, for example, local municipality sales tax. So it's kind of harder to do the calculus of what the difference in valuation from a Carvana versus what the dealer offers would be, that trade-off. Does that make sense? I just want to make sure I'm kind of calling out.
Yeah.
I was going to say that makes sense, Zach, but Carvana's, what they've been offering is so much higher.
I agree, but there's still some math to do just to make sure you have the best offer.
Yes.
Yeah, it's from what I've seen. I work in accounting and finance.
Yep.
So from what I've seen in comparison between my home state, which is California, and Washington, where I'm working, is that it's a little easier. The market out here for like selling a car in the private sector versus in California is a little easier, just because of a little more scarcity and sort of matching up with the population versus like in California, where there's way too many people and not enough supply. Is this really the best time in the market to do that? That's sort of where we've kind of been at a hindrance to want to do it. Given that we're saving money, we're doing well financially, you kind of don't want to dig another hole, that kind of thing.
Well, I would say there probably has never been a better time to sell a pre-owned vehicle as an individual than now. Now, I might say that again next week and the week after that. But at a certain point, somebody's going to be left holding the bag, and are you better off getting, say, 98% of what the high water value might be, as opposed to missing the high water value and then, having to look at, okay, maybe now I can get 90 or 95% of what the high water values were. As an old customer of mine used to say, when it came to real estate, he was a real estate salesman. He used to say, pigs get fat and hogs get slaughtered. So,
Yeah.
So just decide whether you want to be a pig or a hog.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks. I appreciate the advice.
Our pleasure. Thank you for calling in tonight.
Yeah, thanhanks for being a part of the community. Let us
Yeah.
know how it goes, okay?
Yeah, will do. Thank you.
All
Bye.
the best.
Good night.
Hey, so one idea, phone lines are still open while we're waiting for a call. One idea that went through my head that
Yes.
maybe we can do on the stream tonight is I'd be interested in actually like going on Carvana's website
Yeah.
and taking some of the vehicles they have listed for sale, coming
Yeah.
back to your auto advocate, running the black book reports, and just kind of like seeing what's going on.
I would be interested in going to Carvana's website, taking the VINs of some of the cars, and then putting them into the Carvana to see if we can get an offer from them, to see what,
All right, we're
what that
gonna
offer
close.
might look like compared to what they're asking for the damn thing.
We're going to close the phone lines for just a moment. My dad just had a brilliant...
Oh, I don't know if it was brilliant,
No,
but
it was
yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
So we'll do it in Carvana and we'll also do it back in Black Book. Yeah,
Yes.
people are saying do it. I think this
Yeah.
is going to be pretty interesting, and also could potentially like epitomize the challenge of what's
Yes,
going on. in the
and
market
can
right
I
now.
say one other thing while
Yeah,
we're doing
yeah,
this?
of course.
Smash that damn like button, ladies and gentlemen.
Can you tell people to also like buy our stuff, because that also would be effective.
What was that?
Like buy our stuff.
Okay, could you go
Smash
to
the like button
yeah
and
go
buy
to
our-
go to our website and buy our stuff.
Thank you. That was that. So
Okay,
hard?
because I don't know if you've heard, but we got bundles. Okay, and we got the black book and we got the bundles.
What
and you
type
need
of-
to sign up for a bundle.
What type of Ashraf? Unfortunately, we can't do based off plate. At least not right now.
No,
What type of vehicle you want to do?
pick one. Who cares? It's just to see.
There's so many.
Well, just pick one.
Hey, Dad, what does Carvana certified mean? Nothing.
Yeah, well, yeah, it means they feel good about it.
Truly.
That's what that
incredible.
means. Yeah.
Okay, we got
Yeah.
the VIN right here.
Okay.
So I'm going to copy it.
I wonder if their system will know, like, no, that's our car.
This is going to be so interesting.
Yeah,
So
let's
then we're gonna
find out.
go
Yeah.
Carvana.
Yeah.
And we're going to do, I want to sell my car to Carvana.
Okay, I want to sell you your own car. Yeah, and I want to see what you're going to offer.
This is like an experiment. Okay, so we've
Yeah,
got
this is a unique and cool experiment.
$33,990. Okay. What did we have mileage on the vehicle? Is that up here? Oh, it's right here.
Yeah.
Oh, it stays in the header. Man, these,
31,978 miles.
what trim is it? We've got TRD Sport.
Okay, cool.
All right, next. Larry says sell the Carvana car to Vroom.
Yeah,
This is about to be
Yeah.
so interesting.
Yes.
What did we say the mileage was?
It was
31.
31.9.
And then where are we located? What is our... I'm just trying to get a sense if they tell you where the vehicle's located. Get started? Will that allow me to... Oh, no. So we don't know where it's located, which is a little bit tricky, but... Delivery and pickup options.
You say...
Oh, location, Haven, Kansas.
Okay, so...
So 6-7... Okay. Nearest location. Okay, interesting. There we go.
Okay.
Okay, vehicle color was blue.
I love blue.
It's a nice
It really
looking blue.
highlights my eyes.
Haven is out of market. Okay, so let me use... Oklahoma City. So I need Oklahoma City zip code. Oklahoma. Bum, bum, bum. So we've got this is an Oklahoma City zip code. There we go. Interesting.
Okay.
Okay.
Two-wheel drive or four-wheel drive?
Let's figure it out. It's an automatic 6-speed.
Yeah, that doesn't tell them.
Auto 6-speed. For ABS is two-wheel drive right here.
Okay, cool.
So 2-wheel drive next. This is super interesting. We're gonna do everything as if it's normal. Next, no accidents, no issues,
Runs good.
no modifications,
Yeah.
smoked in, no, pretty great, 2 keys,
Yeah.
neither.
Okay. Let's
Drum roll,
see.
please.
Yes, let's see.
Let's see if they have checks and balance.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see if their left hand knows what their right hand's about to
I'm
do.
gonna go out on a limb and say, holy cow!
Yeah.
Holy cow! That is insane.
Yeah. And they're asking 33?
33,990.
Okay. So they're marking it up $1,300?
So when we talk about how like Carvana makes their money, I think if I was researching it, Carvana makes like $3,500 gross before like they end up losing money as a company, but gross on each unit they make like $3,500.
Yeah.
So when you place your loan or what's this warranty tab,
Yeah.
right? Like you can buy a warranty Carvana Care as low as $11.25, right?
Yeah.
When you buy that through Carvana, that's where
they make their money.
they make their money there.
Yeah.
How interesting.
Yeah.
$1,300 spread. Now let's see what Black Book has it at. I'm kind of curious.
Okay. Look, wasn't that interesting?
That was
Every
super
now and then,
interesting.
Dad comes up with a good idea.
It's not like we even talked about that one.
Yeah.
978, and we were in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
And then I want to show you one thing we did new in the app.
Oh.
Yeah, look at that. Look
Oh
at
my God.
This
So
is
they're
insane.
offering
$3,000 over what Black Book says the trade-in valuation
is
is,
in good condition.
and like what you could expect for doing it private sale.
Yeah. And they are offering well above rough condition retail. Oh my God. Whew. Woo baby.
So one thing we have in the app that's new, this deal consultation. So we're trying to figure out ways that we can, make a little bit of money, but also help people. So if you're already a member and you want to meet with us to do consultation phone calls, we've got now in the app, you can schedule your deal consult right here. So if you need to call in next few days, you need to call ASAP. You can let us know like where you are in the process, and you can even upload like your deal documents so that we receive it immediately, so that then when we're on the phone, we can actually meet and review your deal. So for existing members,
Wow.
$30 to meet with us for 15 minutes. Please, if you're interested in that, deal consultation right here on the left. And then we also have
It's $2 a minute.
the step-by-step.
That's pretty cheap.
That does seem pretty cheap.
Yeah.
We'll have to see how long that lasts.
I think you're worth much more than $2 a minute.
We'll have to see. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe we'll up that. And then we have the buying guide as well,
Yeah.
which I'm super, super proud about. Let's do one more. Let's see what Vroom prices this out at. I'm kind of curious.
Let's see what Vroom.
This is like this is Mike Dean says I'd pay $30 just to say, hey, thank you, Mike.
Thank you, Michael. Hey back at you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, so we're selling.
We might pay you $30 just to say hey to you.
So we said it was the SRD Sport two-wheel, TRD Sport. Here we go. Exact mileage was 31,978.
Yeah.
Um,
It was blue. It was still blue.
blue.
Yeah.
2 keys.
Yeah.
Continue. Clean.
Oh, yeah.
No accidents. Continue. It's above average. Cloth.
Yeah.
No smoking.
No.
Above average. No damage.
Yeah.
The best tires.
Oh yeah.
Nope. Above average.
Oh yeah.
Nope.
Continue.
You're on YouTube.
What was
I
that?
put you're on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
There's my phone number. They call you every time they call you.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, tell them not to
kind of
bother you.
obnoxious.
We're kind of busy tonight.
Processing.
Yeah. Your price 40. What'd you forget?
Is Vroom broken, or did I do something wrong? Let's
I
try
don't
that
know.
again. Did I do something wrong? VIN. Let me make sure I got the right VIN. Did I do something wrong?
What
Is
the
this
hell do
user
I know?
error?
You know,
What's my car worth?
still a TRD Sport.
Did I put too many miles?
No, that's 31,978.
Isn't that what I typed?
Yeah, I thought so.
I copied and pasted it.
Yeah, still blue.
Blue. You think it's because
Yeah.
it was blue?
Yeah, 2 keys. Yeah.
Oh, I said it doesn't run and drive. Thank you, Trey T. Has your
Well,
vehicle
that'll
been
do
in
it.
an accident? No.
Yeah.
Clean.
Yeah. It's above average, but it doesn't run and drive.
You guys got to help me out earlier.
Yeah.
Above average, no hail damage. People are probably cringing as they watch me hit the wrong button.
Yeah, well.
Yes, it does run and drive.
Yes.
Above average, no
Yes.
warning lights.
Yes.
No
we're
water
so,
damage.
We're so sorry
You're still on YouTube. Check us out at Your Auto Advocate. Okay, give him my phone info again. Runs fine, needs motor, Tony says.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah. 32.2.
So they're right there.
Yeah, they're
Carvana's $400
yeah.
more.
Yeah.
Super interesting.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
Good idea, Pops.
Yeah, every now and then I have a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Craziness.
Yeah.
All right. While we are in between, let me open back up the phone lines in case there are any questions.
Okay.
Let's also run back to the chat and see if there's anything that we can address here.
Okay.
Tyrone Walker says,
Yeah.
New 2021 Kia Seltos EX, yay or nay? I don't know much about the Seltos.
Yay.
Yay. You got 2 yays.
Yeah.
Bry believes says, does Carvana charge more to use the vending machine? One price dealership? Nah.
No, I don't think so. It's just, the size of the token.
Stone Boss 7. I have a 2018 Honda Accord 2.0T manual, 57,000 miles. Lease payoff right now is $16,400. Carvana offered $19,600.
Yeah.
Vroom offered $21,500.
Yeah.
Crazy. Looks like I'll buy it out.
Yeah, I would buy
If
it
you
for
want to give it-
16.4 and sell it for 21.5.
You can
and
sell
even
it
if
to
you have,
me.
Yeah, and even if you have to pay sales tax on the 16.4, you're still well ahead. Oh, Kendall's back.
All right, Kendall, make it rain.
Make it rain.
Every time Kendall's on, it's always... Anyway, how you doing, Kendall?
Hey, good guys. I'm getting on. I think you need a couple of $50 and $100 donations. So
This is the telethon portion of the,
Yes,
of the
yes.
program.
This is the Jerry Lewis portion of the show, ladies and gentlemen.
So, Kendall, how are things going with your deal?
oh man, I've got some updates for you guys, and it was so quick, and things were happening just hairy, scary. I didn't have time to tape it, but I can still do like an after process for you guys.
Yeah,
in the
let's
future
hear
if you
let's
want.
hear about now. What happened?
Okay, so it was 2 days before Carvana was supposed to come and hand me my check and pick up the truck, and I said, you know what? I wonder what these other companies would offer for this. So I went around, did like probably 5 or 6 appraisals. They all came in well under. So I said, well, all right, Carvana's the deal, whatever. The next morning, I get phone call after phone call. Hey, we want to buy your truck. Hey, we want to buy your truck. Well, finally, there's this company. Do you want me to say the name or no?
I mean,
The company name?
No, I mean, unless you've got, I got no issues.
Okay, cool. So there's a company. It's based out of Florida, and I did some research on it. They are legit. I got the check and all that, but they're called Autobuy.
Okay.
And what they do is they're like a Carvana. Only what they do is they purchase the vehicles and then they sell the vehicles to the dealerships.
Gotcha.
So when you immediately kind of like pause for a second there, I had a conversation with one of them. I don't think it was Autobuy. There's another one out there, and it's essentially they sell back to Carvana in a lot of cases. What they'll do is if you like list a vehicle for sale on like Craigslist or something like that, if anyone on the stream has ever listed something for sale privately, by now you probably get people that reach out to you directly. They're like, wait, well, we'll just buy it for this price, because it's how important having retail inventory is for these dealerships and these groups. Like they employ people in other companies to do the buying. So yeah, Autobuy, very cool.
Yeah. So I'm talking to the guy on Autobuy, and Ray, he sounds like the stereotypical fast-talking used car salesman. And I was like, all right, what's this guy about? But so he tells me, in a nutshell, he says, if we can beat Carvana's offer, will you sell it to us? And I was like, sure. So Carvana was at 31.3. He says, hey, we'll do 31.5. And I was like, okay, cool. That's $200, right?
Sure.
So here's the mistake I made. I sold it to them. I got the 31.5 for it. As a matter of fact, I took the pictures of it because he asked me. I mean, it was moving so fast I couldn't believe it. And he got through half the photos, and he's like, "You don't need to take any more. We're buying it." Like, because I took good care of it. It was a nice vehicle. So the night before, I knew I had to cancel the Carvana appointment. I didn't want the guy showing up, right? So I canceled the appointment, but the deal had already expired because the appointment was after the expiration of the deal. So I said, well, let me see what Carvana would offer me now. Damn it, Jim, I missed out on $2,000. They offered me 33 on that second go-around.
Oh, my God.
Yes, but I had already cashed the check from the other company, which was a total fiasco because what they do is they email you a check, and then you got to print it out and go to the bank. And the bank's like, what's this? This is just a printout from your computer. So that was a whole thing. But and then the next day, a couple of girls show up for this transport company, and, you know, they show me a bill of lading. They drive it away. I've got my money. And, I mean, it was all in all, it happened within a 24-hour period, and they stole that car right underneath Carvana's nose. It was crazy.
Wow.
Crazy.
And they'll probably turn around and sell it to Carvana for the 33.
Yeah, those sons of guns.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, Paul hit us with a little two for thank you for that, Paul. And Kendall, you're a third-time caller, and every time you've been on, we've gotten a donation.
Yeah, so thank you, thank you, Kendall. Thank you, Paul. Yeah.
But that does speak to such a seller's market. One of the things that, like, you need to be aware of is tracking your vehicle valuation daily. It sounds crazy. And, you know, you think about it, like, you go on Zillow or Redfin or Realtor, like, they have their estimates, and, like, you check it kind of like once a week, once a month, whatever it is, if you own a house or a condo or whatnot. With a vehicle, you usually don't worry about it because it's always going down. Nowadays, look at it daily, look at it weekly. If you're actually actively working a car deal and you're going to trade it in or sell it, run it the morning before.
Yeah, they just keep going up. It's scary.
Wow.
Yeah.
And if I could give all the listeners out there a little advice, and Ray, you kind of hit on this earlier with your real estate analogy. You know, in the stock market, they say you never try and catch a falling knife. Right? What that means is don't try and pick where the bottom is. Just be somewhere near the bottom, and you'll come out okay, right?
Exactly.
So I would say to all the listeners out there who maybe have a vehicle and they're thinking about buying a new one, and they know they can get pretty much top dollar for their used vehicles right now, just every day go in and see what Carvana is willing to give, and when that number starts going down, bam, jump on it. Because you know what I mean? You don't want to keep it and lose any more money, and that's what I should have done, but hey, shoulda, coulda, woulda, right?
I think you still made out pretty good.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, I'm very happy. I'm very happy with the purchase. The other thing I wanted to tell you guys, this was very interesting and very telling.
Yeah.
Is that I have a little it's a brand new Ford. I got the F-250, and there's like a little ant that's kind of bothering me about it. So I took it to the dealership today to see if they could, schedule me in. And when I drove on the dealership lot, it was like, usually you can't park a vehicle in between the new cars, right? And the new trucks. This was a Ford dealership. The trucks on this Ford dealership were sparse. You could tell they were running out of new inventory trucks, and that was just crazy. I've never seen that before. That was a very telling sign.
Let's unpack that from like 3 angles. And what I mean by that is we go on these live streams once a week, and we talk about Auto Forecast Solutions says 18,000, Ford F-Series pickup trucks out of production. Great. That's like one perspective saying, okay, something's going on. Then we have people like Skylar who literally work at a Ford dealership.
I tell you, we don't have any vehicles.
We don't got it. We're like 75%, or we're at 1/3 of what we should be in terms of vehicles on. And then we have folks like you, Kendall, who are doing things at the dealership and saying to yourself, something doesn't look right. I don't know how else we can paint a clear picture that it's like a crazy time in the market, and that if you're in the market, just have preset expectations and sell your car. Like if you're gonna work a car deal, that's where you have more leverage, is on selling the vehicle than buying the vehicle.
Yes, and as it turns out, you might never get your local dealer to come close to what Carvana might offer you. But at the very least, you can try and work them towards that number.
Absolutely. And SK, while I'm looking at the chat, SK, after this phone call, phone lines will be open, and we would welcome your phone call. But go ahead, Kendall.
I was just going to say one more thing.
Please.
And I think, Ray, I hope you guys would agree with this. But I know you had somebody in the chat earlier saying that they owed, I think it was $20,000.
Yes.
Okay. So right now, if you are upside down in your vehicle or you're in a vehicle that you're tired of the payments and you want to get out, you may not be able to get Carvana to buy the entire thing and cover your losses, but you can cover a significant amount of those losses and get out from underneath it right now. Go to Carvana, see what they'll give you, and maybe you only have to pay, a couple thousand to get out of that deal that you don't want to be in any longer.
That's true. And I mean, Zach is the perfect example of that when he got rid of his own car last September. He made the move because it was so much closer to break even than it had been. And God knows today he might have actually been able to break even. But yeah, I couldn't agree more. If you're in a vehicle that you're tired of or that you don't want to be making payments on anymore, you might not necessarily be as upside down as you thought you were in the past.
And you know what? I want to give the chips of the world, the folks that actually work at the dealerships, a chance. Take your Carvana quote to the dealership. See, I doubt they'll beat it. I doubt it.
Yeah.
But take the quote, run the black book number, take the black number. See if you can get the dealership, because you're not. It's like when you're working to buy the car, you want to get two dealers to dance and negotiate.
Yes.
You have a firm offer from Carvana. Get the firm offer from Vroom. We had someone in the chat say Vroom offered $2,000 more than Carvana on their Honda Accord. Every one of these companies has different needs and wants and portfolio is how they design it. Take it to the dealer too. It's a little bit of legwork, but to that guy with the $20,000 loan on his Dodge, this is the closest you'll probably ever get to breaking even on it.
Absolutely.
Hey, you guys are awesome. Keep up the great work. You're helping a lot of people. My F-250 has already made me money. I'm putting it to work. God bless you. And hey, Ray, what's for dinner tonight?
I'm not quite sure, but I got to fit something in between 6:30 when we're done and 7 o'clock when our son's game comes on. So we'll figure something out.
All right. We had a salmon sandwich. It was great.
Oh.
And I gotta give you a shout out, Kendall, by asking what's for dinner. You've extended the phone call, which led to Joseph Pickle with the $20 donation. So Kendall, your streak lives on.
Yes.
We're gonna answer Joseph's question. Thanks for being a part of the community. I hope even now that you've bought your car, you still come around, and because we enjoy talking to you. So stick around. We appreciate you being a part of this.
I'm still here, brother. Take it easy.
Thanks, Kendall. Have a great night.
See you, Kendall.
All right. Bye-bye.
Okay, gonna keep the phone lines closed for a second so we can answer Joseph's question here. Joseph, the $20 donation is absolutely unnecessary, but greatly appreciated.
Yes.
If you do want to support our efforts back at the website, the membership is definitely the way to do that as well. But this, we greatly appreciate. 2019 4Runner TRD off-road. VIN is this. 6,400 miles. MSRP is $41,500. Carvana offered $4,497. Vroom offered $41,157. NADA. Carvana pays you on pickup. Vroom after they take it and inspect it, which has the best selling experience. So I actually want to run his VIN through Black Book as well. Let's just see what that comes out to.
And I will say, if I may, I have heard better things about Carvana than I have about Vroom.
Absolutely.
Some of the downsides of what I've heard about Vroom is they make great offers. They just have a hard time paying.
Vroom is way more disorganized. Joseph, you can let us know what state you're in. I'll run it in Black Book here. Carvana is more. They're both startups, but like Carvana is way more organized. I've had more conversations with more people high up in the industry as of late, and there's this perception that Vroom is just like not organized. I guess like across the board.
Well, they didn't have a Nicholas helping them set up. We want to buy your car.
Yeah, Nicky Henriksen, who's someone that we know. He watched some of our original videos. He sold his company to Carvana, which was interesting. Anyway, long story short, Joseph, if you get us a state, I'd be very curious to see what the Black Book valuations come in at. But Carvana, even with them being, I don't know, what's that, $600 below, Yeah, below the room quote, $700 below. Still might be worth it. Honestly, run the Carvana quote again tomorrow. It might be higher again. New Jersey. Okay, New Jersey. Let's run that here.
I've heard of New Jersey. Hell, I live in New Jersey.
Yes, you do.
Look
at it slide. Look at it slide.
Oh, that is so neat. Now I saw it slide. Oh, my God. You got to pay extra for that.
No, you don't have to pay extra for that, but
you had to pay extra for that.
Oh, yeah, it's expensive to build that functionality. Yeah. Was it worth it, you think?
Oh, absolutely.
Let us know in the chat. Was that slide worth it? Because it probably cost like $1,000 to get that thing to slide.
Well, it better be worth it.
Even if you told me no, I'm still going to say that. It's money well spent.
Yeah, you spent the money. You might as well leave it in there.
Look at the trade-in valuation.
Holy mackerel.
In great condition.
Wow.
I would say with 6,400 miles, it's probably in great condition.
It should be, other than, the accident. No, there was no accident.
Joseph, why don't you take it to one of your local dealers and let us know what valuation they give you?
Yeah, or CarMax.
CarMax is obviously
in New Jersey, I know there's more than one CarMax.
I think Auto Lenders is another kind of big one price.
They're in South Jersey.
South Jersey. Yeah. You might want to look at Auto Lenders as well.
Yeah.
So interesting. Okay, let me open the phone lines back up. So if we get another call here, we can take that. We had people trying to reach us. So that's now open if you dial in with the phone number 855-587-2886. That'll come through to us. We'll pick it up here. Really incredible what's happening in the markets right now. And it's really awesome to be able to see that people like Kendall are still able to make car deals. You're on with Your Auto Advocate. What's your name? Where are you from? What can we do to help?
Hey, this is SK. You read my comment in the description. So this weekend, I purchased a 2018 Dodge Challenger from a BMW dealership up in Bel Air, Maryland.
Okay.
I happen to know that dealership.
Okay, so perfect. So, you know how you guys always say negotiate the out the door. I did that, and then you guys also asked to see the interest, basically my pre-approval for my interest rate, right? So when I asked to see that, the guy told me that it was actually illegal for them to show me that, and I said, go ahead.
What did he say when you told him that?
I said, how is it illegal if you use my information to get my interest rate? How is that illegal? And he said it would show some bank information or something like that. It would show the bank information. And I said, that doesn't make sense. You're using my social, my address, my everything to get an interest rate for me and my credit score. How is anything illegal? What am I going to see that I'm not supposed to see?
It's not illegal. He just couldn't come up with a better excuse when you hit him with what's the buy rate?
Yeah. And so what I plan to do is I should have went through my bank first, because I do have a credit union. So what I'm thinking about doing is just maybe making like the first one or two payments and then just refinancing with my bank, because I do bank with Navy Federal, and the day when I was there, they sent me something while I was at the dealership about refinancing with them, and they would give me $200 or something like that.
Well, SK, you don't have to wait and make one or two payments. If Navy Federal will give you a better rate, why wait?
I still haven't. I just bought the car, so I still haven't even got the interest or the stuff from Wells Fargo. That's who they went through with the loan. So I still haven't even heard from Wells Fargo about them.
Well, what I would do is I would give it like another week or 10 days. To give Wells Fargo enough time to have booked the loan into their system, and then contact Wells Fargo to find out what the payoff would be, and then you can make arrangements with Navy Fed to get a better loan and pay it off. Yeah, no sense in waiting 60, 90 days or 30 or 60 days before you pay it off.
Yeah, I just thought I had to wait, for everything to like process and catch up. So I was just going to wait like a month or something like that. But
A month is too long. Give it a week to 2 weeks, and then you should be able to get a hold of Wells Fargo, and they should be able to give you the information you need to get it paid off.
Okay, I appreciate you guys, and I love everything you do. Like a lot of callers say, you guys are very informative, and it's good that you guys are doing this.
Well, thank you. I'm glad we can help in some small way, and I don't know who you dealt with up there, but if Jason was your salesperson, next time you see him,
yes, he was.
Yeah, next time you see him, tell him I say hi.
Okay,
well, I'm
awesome.
from Virginia. I'm from Virginia. The reason I went there to purchase the car because I've been looking in several states for a Challenger TA, in a specific, like 1 or 2 colors, either the F8 green or the smoke show, and I found that one. And I knew I wasn't going to be able to get a good deal because, well, I got a decent deal. I didn't get the best deal because it was just posted, and I knew they wasn't going to negotiate too much and everything like that. The car had only 4,000 miles on it.
Wow.
It was a 2018. So I just really hopped on it quick. So. But Jason was great. It was just the business manager. When I asked to see my proof of approval, he said it was illegal. So.
Yeah, he was grasping at straws. He didn't know what a good excuse would be, so he used that one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's why SK, and for everyone on the stream, have the pre-approval before you go in, because if you can't get the F&I manager to show you your approval or to tell you what buy rate is and what they're marking it up, then at least you have your backup of, okay, great, we'll beat this.
Yes.
Match
it or beat it. Yeah.
Well, say beat it. If they match it, that's fine. But, say beat it. So it's a good lesson learned, SK. And yeah, you can refinance out of it sooner rather than later. But small world we got going. Did you hire Jason?
No.
No, you just know. No. Okay. All right.
But I know Jason.
Yeah.
Well, SK, thanks for being a part of the community. If you know anyone going through the process, tell them about us if you don't mind. Helps.
Will do. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, SK. Have a great night.
Congrats.
You too. All right.
Yeah, it's as Stephen Wright once said, it's a small world, but I wouldn't want to have to paint it. Yeah.
Oh, we've got some funny questions coming in through. All right, there we go. You're on with Ya. What's your name? Where are you from? What can we do to help?
Hey, Ron from Ohio.
Hey, Ron. How you doing?
I guess I'm under the misunderstanding that, well, long story, leased a car through Ford dealer.
Okay.
And they, in turn, financed the lease through Ford Credit.
Yes.
My understanding was that Ford Credit would then have the title to this vehicle. Well, I'm in a positive equity situation by about $4,000 Carvana offered me.
Uh-huh.
I want to do a lease purchase. And I went to Ford Credit to see what was up, what's the process, and they said, well, we don't have the title, the dealership has the title.
Well, I know that Ford Motor Credit tries to run everything back through the originating dealer. So I know in the past where I've had customers that were in Fords that were leased and I needed to get a payoff. Well, I actually had to get the payoff from the dealership, because Ford will give the real payoff to the dealership, and then the dealership can mark it up to whatever the hell they want, to quote another dealer. So I wouldn't think that the dealership would have the title, because why would they have the title? Either Ford Motor Credit should have the title, or you should have the title, but not the dealership, because the dealership doesn't own it. But Ford Motor Credit will force you to go through the dealer to get the payoff.
They said that the dealer has the title, not Ford Credit.
I don't know how or why that would be.
Yeah, that's why I'm calling you.
I mean that makes no sense to me. The owner of the vehicle, was Ford Motor Credit. They're the ones that bought it. They're the ones that own it. They're the ones that you're renting it from. You're not renting it from your local dealership. So
that was my argument as well, but this guy was pretty adamant from Ford Credit that you have to go to independent dealer, we don't have the title, they do.
I don't know how that would be. Yeah,
Oh.
I think somebody at Ford Motor Credit, the customer service representative that you talk to, doesn't know what the hell they're talking about, and you might need to go up the food chain at Ford Motor Credit to find
Then
out.
I'll change my name to Karen and demand to see a supervisor.
I mean, it can work.
Yeah.
It can work.
Yeah. But
All
yeah,
right, thanks, guys.
Thank you, Ron. Have a great
question.
night.
Thanks.
Wow.
Interesting.
Yes.
It is, but it's neat from your professional experience. You've ran into like Ford being challenging for lease payoffs.
Oh, it's impossible because they allow the dealer to set the payoff.
Yeah.
The originating dealer, and the reason they do that is to inform the dealer that their customer is out looking at other cars. You might want to contact them.
Yeah.
That's why they do it.
You're on with your auto advocate. What's your name? Where are you from? Can you mute us in the background? And what can we do to help?
Oh my gosh, sorry, I must be like a couple seconds behind. Hey, I'm John. I'm from San Francisco, California.
I've heard of San Francisco. It's a pretty big city, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've heard of it too. Zach, I emailed you a couple days ago, and we had just had a brief exchange. I'm looking to buy a new 4 Series BMW. Well, I'm looking to lease one, rephrase. Basically, I had been I'm not really a car person. I don't really know that many car people. I just moved from New York, so I haven't owned a car for several years now.
Sure.
And I've been using like your templates to get some offers, and even with the lease, I'm supposed to like negotiate the out the door price first, correct?
You should negotiate the discount off of MSRP. The out the door price is not nearly as important on the lease as it is negotiating the discount off of MSRP on a lease.
Cool. So I got an offer back from a dealership that they already knocked off, like as their first offer, they already knocked off $3.5K off the MSRP, which I wasn't expecting considering how you guys have been describing the market. But also this is like their first offer. You think I should like push back and see if I can get more down?
Well, find out if their first offer was the dealer discount off of MSRP or if they were using any factory incentives to get you that discount. What you want is... Go ahead.
Sorry, I was going to say, it's a combination of both.
What was that?
Combination of both.
Okay, so find out how much of the discount was from them and how much was in the rebate from the manufacturer. And then my suspicion would be is that there would still be some room left for you to negotiate an even greater discount on behalf of the dealership itself.
Cool. I can tell you that the discount from them was $3,000 and the discount from the rebate was $500.
Okay, it sounds like you're doing pretty good. I don't know that there'd be a lot of room left.
I will call out you have the back end. So on the lease, the other thing you're going to be concerned about is the money factor.
Yes, you want to make...
So, I mean, yeah, and so we've got H Sun here in the chat saying 3.5 sounds standard for a 4 Series. So I would get the at this point on that OTD, and so really like on the lease, it's what gets rolled into the capitalized cost.
Yes.
So any other fees or accessories, make sure that there's nothing being added on there, and it's 3.5 just off MSRP plus doc fee plus tags and taxes, and then ask them what the money factor is.
Yes.
And once you get the money factor, we can start to get a sense. Well, get the money factor, ask them if it's buy rate. Then we can get a sense for, okay, maybe they're giving you a less of a discount up front, but they're not marking up the money factor. Or they haven't given much of a discount and they're marking up the money factor.
Yes.
We got to make some headway on one or the other. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, totally. That does make sense. And I'll probably get some of this information and then book in one of your analyses because I really am not 100% sure what I'm doing. So I thank you guys for providing the service. You guys are great.
Awesome.
Terrific.
And you teed me up to show the deal consultation button. Yeah. $30 for 15 minutes on how much does a 4 Series cost?
More than $30.
Yeah, MSRP on this one is $56,500.
Yeah, man, book like 8 consults with this. Come on, you can do it.
How about if you extend one of them to 30 minutes, because I'm doing your 45-minute marketing thing tomorrow, I'll happy to book in more than one.
You're the man, John. Thanks for your time. Looking forward to the consult, and kudos to you for going through this process with us. We're here to help.
Sounds good. Have a great day. Bye.
You guys have a great night. Thank you.
That was fun.
Yes.
So we had a couple. Go ahead.
time to hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Well, there's 429 people watching at the moment and only 185 likes. I mean, what's not to like? Really? When you don't hit that like button, it's almost like you're saying to me, I don't like Ray and I don't like Zach.
You're on with your auto advocate. Thank you for sparing us all of that pitching. What's your name? Where are you from? What can we do to help?
Hey guys, it's Dana from Miami. We're home of the unlimited dealer fees.
Yes, it's the wild, wild west of dock fees. The slogan in Florida should be dealer dock fees. We're going to rip your heart out.
Well, it's funny because I had an interesting experience. I guess I wanted your take on this, Ray. They recently bought a Mazda CX-5, ended up with a good deal, got the out-the-door price I wanted, but they never touched the fees. The fees ended up being, they showed it, around $1,500. They discounted the car deeply. I ended up getting about $800 better than I was getting from anybody else.
Okay.
But the finance manager, the sales manager said we have to show those fees. We can't discount them, but we're willing to work on the car. Why would they do that? What's their rationale for
the rationale for that is if they take off the dock fee for you, then they would have to take off the dock fee for everyone. It's discriminatory to take it off for some people, but not all people. So what they can do is they can adjust the selling price by the amount of the dock fee and still show the dock fee on all the documents and the buyer's order.
Great. Well, I will also say that I used your email templates. It was great. I literally went to the dealership to test drive the car, left. I told them I wanted to do everything as much as I possibly could online. They did. I never even actually entered into the finance office because I told them I wasn't going to buy anything. And I found that just being honest and upfront, they remarkably did an amazing job in working with me. So thank you for all your help.
Well, you're welcome, and thank them for getting it, because there's many, many dealerships out there that don't.
It honestly kind of reminds me of the Mario video that we did, Mario, the salesperson in Florida, who said, in and out, an hour and 45, best deal. We had, what's the gentleman's name who works at the Jeep dealership?
Frank from Long Island.
He donated $20 last week or 2 weeks ago, and he's like, thank you for educating more people. I think it kind of just speaks to, if you go in, you know what you're talking about, it can be more efficient for everyone. So awesome to hear that we were able to help in that, and kudos to you.
Great. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Take care.
Yep.
See ya.
Look at that. We're making a difference in people's lives.
Yeah, and it's awesome to hear, the email templates. My dad wrote those email templates probably a year ago now. We originally just put it up on our blog, and now you can pre-fill it with the car information. It's pretty awesome to see.
Yeah.
Jay Unknown says, why is it necessary to sign a buyer's order?
Oh, well, it's a legal document.
Quest 3 says, what is the money factor? You know what I'm going to do, Pops? While we're waiting for a phone call?
No,
Guides.
You're going to go to what is the money factor guide? Leasing? What is it?
Remember we did the F&I dealership F&I glossary of terms.
Oh my God! Look at that.
Look at it, Quest. Look at this. Where's money factor? Money factor on a lease.
Oh my God!
What am I gonna do?
Oh, I think you should post this to this.
D Store says, I'm not even buying a channel. I'm not even buying a car, and I love this channel. Knowledge is power.
Yeah. Well, you know what? We aren't buying any cars either, and we love this channel.
And we make all the content.
Yeah. Are we hypocrites? And truth be told, we love our members.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, we're nothing without.
And even if you're not a member.
Yeah. Well, member as part of the YouTube. Ashraf, we're coming back to you next.
You always get interrupted by a phone call.
I was just copying the VIN, Ashraf.
Yeah.
You're on with your auto advocate. What's your name? Where are you from? What can we do to help?
My name's Nick Driscoll. I live in just north of Houston, Texas. I have a question. I've actually been for about 3-4 months now interested in the new Chevy Silverados, but they're supposed to get a redesigned interior next year, and so I'm wondering, as the release of next year's model gets closer and the new redesign is out, how does that affect your negotiating ability on the current design, since the new thing will be,
the new shiny thing, and the old thing will be the old not so shiny thing. Anytime a model gets refreshed or redone, then there's usually stronger incentives on the previous year in order to help the dealers alleviate those from inventory. So you would be in a better negotiating position once the new one comes out.
And are those incentives going to be dealer based or manufacturer based?
They're going to be manufacturer based, and there could be some manufacturer to dealer incentives on those vehicles to help encourage the dealer to take offer a bigger discount because they're going to make it up from the manufacturer.
Perfect. Thank you. That's exactly what I was looking for. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome.
Well, thank you very much. We try to help.
Thanks for calling in.
Yeah. Now we have to get back to
Ashraf. Yes.
Yes.
All right, but we are keeping the phone lines open.
No, you can't do that to Ashraf.
I mean, it's kind of fun.
You
at this
can't
point.
do that to him.
So we're sharing the screen.
Yeah. Jeez.
Got the vid.
I'm trying my best to help Ashraf here.
He said there was 55,000 miles. What state was it, Ashraf? Oh, my. I'm searching. Ashraf state. Ashraf. I'm hoping the phone doesn't ring.
No, Ashraf.
You're not. No, I'm going to find it. Ashraf. I'm looking.
You're making me nauseous.
I mean,
you make me
Michigan.
Make me any more nauseous, I won't have to worry about dinner.
Yeah, exactly. Generate valuation report.
Whoa, did you see that slide?
Thank you. Did anyone else see the slide?
Holy mackerel.
For just 6 easy payments, you can slide it yourself.
Oh my God, that was amazing.
All right, Ashraf, here you go. So here's the expected trade-in valuation. So if you're at $20,000 payoff, yeah, you're looking at $5,000.
Yeah, because even retail in great conditions, 18.3.
Yeah.
So let's assume for a minute that you can get somebody that's like a Carvana or somebody that'll pay close to retail. So maybe they offer you $17,000. You're going to have to come up with the $3,000 of negative equity to be able to clear the trade.
We're going all in for Ashraf.
Oh my God.
We're going to go back to Carvana.
Oh, my God.
We're going to sell our car to Carvana.
Oh, my God. Zach's going to do this for you.
Dad, the slide is getting a lot of love. Just saying.
The slide rocks. Oh, yeah, it does. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
The slide is...
We can call him Ash for
Ash,
sure.
okay. Are you capable of sliding like that?
Am I?
Yeah.
No.
Zip code, we need a Michigan zip code. Let's just do like Ann Arbor.
Yeah, Ann Arbor. Isn't that the home of the University of Michigan?
Big ol' football school and basketball school, sports school.
Yeah, it's a sports school. Yeah.
All right, zip code. We'll just do simple stuff to give you some perspective, Ashraf. Ash. Excuse me.
The electric slide. The boogaloo go-go.
The boogie go-go.
That too.
No incidents. Nothing that would stop them from driving it. No. So what we're doing right here, everyone should do. Carvana. And Black Book and Vroom. Like, it's all good. BB says hit that like button.
Huh?
Hit that like button.
Yeah, hit the like button,
Do you like
ladies.
the videos, Dad?
What?
Do you like our own videos?
Do I like our what?
Our own videos.
No. No, that's not fair. We
to
make
self-like.
Yeah.
All right, we haven't received any phone calls, so I'm going to take the headphones off.
Oh, good. Thank God.
But we'll leave it open.
Oh, son of a gun.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good.
Yeah, I'm doing okay.
Yeah,
pretty good.
I'm a little tired.
Yeah, me too. Maybe let's hit the top of the hour and we'll reassess. Are there any questions in the stream that we can address? Please surface them and let us know.
We can't. Even if we hit the top of the hour, we can't reassess with less than 300 likes. It's just we can't do that. We have to hit at least 300 likes.
All right, we're staying on until we get 300 likes. You want to see us stay on longer? Don't like the video. You want to see us stay on less? Like the video.
Yeah.
It is kind of an interesting way to proposition everything. Ken Baran napping, bathroom break at dealership buying vehicle. Yeah, Ken hasn't been here tonight.
I will say this about Steve Osgood saying Ray would rather be fishing. A, I hate fish. B, I hate boats that are in the water. No, I wouldn't rather be fishing.
Tatiana Atkinson, do you think the release of the new Bronco will be competition for the new Grand Cherokee? Great question.
Yeah, I'm sure it will.
We filmed a video to be coming out later this week or next week.
Some week.
Bronco is going to be getting standalone dealerships to compete.
100 dealers have agreed to build standalone mini Bronco showrooms with a fire pit outside.
And they're meant to compete with Jeeps.
Yes.
Incoming standalone dealerships as well.
Yes, absolutely.
Has Carlos called in from the dealership yet? No, I don't know if Carlos.
Carlos. I think they abducted Carlos.
Car Smarts wants to know if we're still in Vegas. We are till the end of the month.
Yes.
I'm going to get a new car in November or December. What do you think it will look like then?
I think it'll look like a car.
No, but the market. Dad.
Oh, the market. I think the market should, the year end is still the best time to buy a car.
Definitely.
Still. And if you want a luxury vehicle, a BMW, a Mercedes, a Lexus, one of those, they're fighting between those three to see who's going to be the number one volume luxury seller this year. Right now, Mercedes-Benz is in the lead, and Lexus is second, and BMW is third. And
Gao Yang with the $10. I cannot like the video twice. Long-time contributor.
Yes.
Thank you for that.
Yes. But I know BMW was the volume leader last year. Mm-hmm. So if you're looking for a BMW at the end of the year, I would imagine the incentives will be insane.
We've got a question here that came into the email, which I am not endorsing more emails, guys.
Yeah,
it gets embarrassing.
God knows he can't, because he's up to 1,959 unread.
It is embarrassing
at
this point, because each week it just keeps going up. Hi, Ranzak. Unfortunately, I'm going to need to purchase a car. There's a phone call coming in.
Oh, my God.
You're on with your auto advocate. Can you mute us in the background? What's your name? Where are you from? What can we do to help?
Hey guys, it's Johnny from New York.
Hey, Johnny from New York. How you doing?
Good. How are you guys?
Oh my God, Johnny! I was really having a relatively uneventful live stream, and then you called and made my night.
Oh, great! I'm glad I could help.
Yeah, I'm glad you were there for us.
Yeah. So I had a quick question. So if you guys had to choose between using this example, like a 2018 Audi A5, if you had to choose to go through a third party seller and pay $30,000, or would you go to a Audi dealership and get one for $35,000 CPO?
That's a tough question. I probably would take the one that's $30,000 and take it to an Audi dealership and have them do a PPI for you.
PPI stands for pre-purchase inspection.
So that you can make sure that there's no real issues with that car. And if there's no real issues, then go with the one that's $30,000.
And the other thing I'll mention is on a 2018, even if it's CPO or not CPO, and this ties in with David's question that just came through in the chat about VSCs, I would put the VIN into the Your Auto Advocate app, either on the service contract tab or go to the actual vehicle. And then what you're able to do is you can also see under vehicle protection, you can self-quote. So if I were to actually buy this, what would be the value that I'd be working with in terms of the quoted price to keep the vehicle protected. That's another factor on a used vehicle, especially when you're buying a private party, that you'll want to consider. So you have that at your disposal as well.
Got it. And in regards to your extended warranty, would it be a good idea to get the $30,000 plus your extended warranty, and would it pretty much cover everything?
It's a really good question. I don't want to set bad expectations, but it covers pretty much everything. I mean, what we've done is we've actually taken all the components of the contract and broke them into little icons that then have the contract language. So you have to look through it, but I would do your due diligence still. I would talk to Kimberly on our team to address any specific questions you have. But No, I mean that the whole idea behind these products is that they suck when you buy them from the dealership and they were marked up 200%. We make $500. So like the wholesale cost is whatever number you see minus $500. So I've got like on my screen pulled up right now, like a 2016 Lexus that costs $2,055. It costs us $1,555 to buy. So it doesn't suck when you buy it from us. You know what you're getting into.
Yeah. So pretty much like if I were to buy it today and tomorrow, like a transmission or engine problem, and I have your extended warranty, will I be covered?
But everyone, yes, of course. But like that's the idea behind doing the pre-purchase inspection. So that should never happen, right? Like,
yes,
that you can't allow that to happen because even if you have the protection, it's still a bunch of headaches. Spend $150, like my dad said. See if the local Audi dealership can do a pre-purchase inspection on the one from the private seller. And you know what's great about this? When that private seller says, no, I don't want you to do a pre-purchase inspection, you walk away.
Yeah, because that tells you everything you need to know about his particular car.
And also, Melissa, with the $20 just because.
Yeah. Thank you, Melissa.
We appreciate you, Melissa. Thank you. That's very, very thoughtful.
Anything else, Johnny?
Yeah, so what if if I go to a dealership and ask them, how do I go about say, hey, can I take your car to do a PPI?
Well, most dealerships would allow you to take the car, or they would make arrangements with their lot attendants to take the car to wherever you need it to go, so you can get the PPI done.
Okay, and would they like try to charge you for that service, or
no? Whoever's doing the PPI for you is going to charge you for the PPI, but typically the dealership makes that happen at no charge to you, just to make it easier for you to eventually buy the car.
Got it. Great. Thank you, guys.
You are welcome, young man. Thank you.
Here to serve.
All right. Have a good one.
You
See
too.
ya.
Good night. Come on, we need 5 more likes, and then
Johnny,
I have to worry.
5 more
Then I
likes.
have to worry about dinner.
David Henning in the house.
Yes.
777.
Yes.
7 tips to save 7 somethings for 7 lot.
Yes. 7 weeks to.
7 weeks to 7 pounds lost.
Yeah. It was special.
The chat. Do you know anything about car lots? What do you think about their business model? Not familiar with car lots. Are you?
No, I am not.
I don't recognize the name.
Yeah.
David says hi. Car Smart says we're at 300. Oh, we're at 305.
305. Okay.
I wonder what would happen, Dad, if we put up on the screen like how many new members joined during the streams. If that would be a way to like encourage people to become members. At that point, I feel like I'm like selling it too hard, though. You know what I mean?
It sounds like it. Yeah.
But it would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Ash says he almost cracked the screen hitting the like button.
Thank you, Ash.
Okay, we'll leave the phone lines open here for just a moment. I'm kind of feeling good about this stream. I feel like we've done our job.
I'm kind of wearing out.
All right, let's call tonight a night.
Yeah.
Thank you to everyone that joined us. Thursday night is the members only live stream. So
and then I know you're going to make me do this again Saturday night.
Yes, we'll definitely be live on Saturday.
Yeah.
Members only live stream. Young Activist says, do you know H. Greg? Yes, I know them very well, but I won't say any more than that, but I know them very well. If you become a member, even at the $14.99. So let's just recap on new stuff.
Yes. You never talk about our bundles
I always
anymore.
talk about them.
No, you don't.
I really don't?
No, you really don't talk about our bundles. I mean, you gloss over the bundles.
Free membership.
Yeah.
For Your Auto Advocate gets you 3 market price reports, the out-the-door price calculator, and the contract, the extended warranty contract estimator. So that is, if I go to home, I can put VINs in here.
Yes.
I can generate reports.
3 of them.
3 of them.
No more than 3.
3 of them, and I'll get these reports. We added the little notes thing, so you can keep track of your notes here, which is quite nice.
Yes.
And we've got all sorts of fun stuff, including the out-the-door price calculator that we're working on making even better. Then vehicle protection, you can self-quote here, right?
Yes.
You can choose whatever you want. You can see what your quote would be. That is free. Of course, all the different content that we produce is also free, like Deal School, for example.
Yes.
Then
Deal
we
School's
have
free.
Deal School's free. It's a terrible user experience, but it's free.
Yeah, well, you get what you pay for.
Then at $14.99, you get unlimited market price reports for the month.
Yes.
And you can cancel it at any time. We're not trying to get people to stick around for subscriptions they don't want. Like, cancel when you don't need it, please.
Yeah.
And then you also get access to the Black Book trade-in valuation. So that is this tab, the Value My Trade.
Yes.
So you can run as many Black Book trade-in valuations as you'd like. Of course, the out-the-door price calculator, the extended warranty contract estimator, and the weekly live streams.
You get invited, a special link. There's linkage involved.
I send
here.
links in the morning of Thursday mornings. You'll get a link from me. Or like on the East Coast.
And you send links in the morning from me.
Yes. From
me. So I get all the emails back of the email addresses that are no good.
Sorry.
That's okay.
$29.99 is the same exact thing, but it's for a 3-month term.
Yes.
We love it when people sign up for that. That's great. And then the $49.95 is including a 15-minute consult. Now, what's super interesting about what the team released today is if you're at any of these paid membership tiers, you will now have access to the deal consultation for $30 for the 15 minutes. So if you need add-ons, like if you're going to the dealership and you know you're going to be there at a certain time, fill this form out, and then you're going to get a calendar. You're literally going to get my Calendly link where you can schedule time to meet with us. So please consider doing that. $30, 15 minutes. I don't know how long we'll do that because I really can't see that. I anticipate we probably will have too many calls. But anyway, for now, we'll do it. We'll see how well it works.
Yes.
That is what we're doing back with the membership. What's coming down the pike, just to keep everyone abreast of that, we have incentives.
Yeah.
So let me see, actually. Let me see if I can pull up. Give me 1 second. Hang tight. Tight.
No, I'm hanging tight.
I wasn't expecting to show this, but let's see.
Yeah.
Banter.
Banter. The number of concurrent viewers is dropping like a rock.
Well, when we pitch our stuff, I don't expect it to. Give me a second.
Melissa's back to the Bruins game. How are they doing tonight, Melissa?
So what we're working on here, that'll be out soon. It might look a little different than this, is we're working on incentives. Okay, so this is like a sneak peek for everyone.
Sneak peek?
So on your vehicles tab, right, on your vehicle we have the market price report. We don't have incentives right now, but we have out the door and vehicle protection. We're working on adding incentives.
Okay.
You haven't even seen this yet.
No, I have not.
I need you to concentrate. Incentives. You'll have cash incentives or the financing incentives specific to that vehicle. You'll be able to see what they are, and you'll be able to select which ones you want to apply. We will have the stacking logic that the dealerships use as well.
Wow.
So you'll be able to see, what the...
what's stackable and what's not.
Then this feeds into your out-the-door price.
Very cool.
It's actually pretty awesome. So we'll have all of the specific, language around what the actual incentive is. Then you can actually check it and add it. And you can see also, of course, what your financing incentives are as well. When you choose one, you'll be able to see that others don't apply because they don't stack. That will also... we got to figure out how to make money. So that'll most likely be a premium member only thing as well. So when we look at this page, that'll be another thing that goes on here. Sorry, probably not free. Just because it's really expensive. The contracts to get that data.
Yes.
Not trivial.
Yes, I'm sure it's not. 2-1 Bruins. Bruins are winning.
Thank you for joining us for another live stream. Thanks for sitting through my pitch. We also have some other really exciting news that'll be coming out within the next 4 weeks or so. We'll probably do, honestly, a live stream to just talk about that when it is, knock on wood at the finish line, and we can talk about it. So there's my foreshadowing for that. But it's kind of, I would say, game-changing for what we're trying to do.
Look, Rich letting us know Mannheim wholesale auctions are hot. Hot, baby.
You need to wear some sunscreen.
That's what I've heard.
Thanks, everyone.
Good night, all. Thank you for being part of this. We couldn't do it without you, and we wouldn't want to do it without you.
Mike Dean got his YAA t-shirt in the mail yesterday. YourAutoAdvocate.com. Thanks, everyone.
Good night.
Night.
The